With this, we now would like to welcome Mr. Ajay Jain on the podium. He is an engineer with 2 decades of industry experience, and he is also the founder of world's first international Olympiad of value system, health and wellness, with the vision of equip students with skills to excel in 21st century. Welcome, sir.
Thank you very much. Yeah, thank you everyone. Thank you all the speakers for such an insightful discussions. And this is actually a challenge when you speak last, because most of the things have already been spoken about. So I think it was a great discussion, and we all agree that NEP is a big change. And then what has not changed? The way we indulge in entertainment, the way we you can say buy things, the way we make payments, and the way we communicate. Now we are communicating across geographies, and it was not possible 20 years back. It was not possible at all. So it is 3 decades of I think constant being there in the field of education, and now that change has come, and it is important. There are certain aspects which we all think that can be changed and can be improved, but it is always there with everything. Whether you see the latest model of BMW coming now, 10 years down the line, it will look like, oh, it was like something which was not that good. But for today, it is good enough. So I think it is a good visionary document, and the need is there to implement it effectively so that it can impact all the students, everyone who needs education. So I'll speak a bit about my favorite topic. I mean, Ajit sir was telling about how the students can be prepared for future. So now the challenge is that the technology in which students are being trained, that technology itself is getting changed every few years. So a student who is going to school today, he will be job ready, say in 20 years or 18 years from now. And in 18 to 20 years, the technology itself would have changed a lot, that training him for that future job, I think none of us know. Even those who are sitting in the most advanced technology companies, they cannot even predict what will be the scenario, what will be the skill set required for jobs 15 years down the line. Whatever latest is there today, it may not be relevant at all there that time. So now what remains constant? I think what remains constant is the ability of students to learn, to face challenges, to make decisions, to think creatively, to solve problems. These are the things which are all part of the values which we can give to students. And then with all these skill sets, they can be ready to face challenges in life as well as in career. So I'll share a small example of blue zones. If you've heard of blue zones, these are 4 zones across the world. These are different culturally, different geographically. There is a blue zone in Japan. There's a blue zone in Costa Rica. There's a blue zone in America, and one is there in Italy. Small places, very small communities. And what is the difference? People live much longer, above 100 years. 90 to 100 years is very, very common. And not only they live longer, they live healthier. A 90-year-old works like a 50-year-old here. He's still active in his domain. He's walking several kilometers a day. He's working in the field. He's working in his gardens. So what is different there in these blue zones? Researchers have actually worked on all these zones, and they found something which are common across these. And mind it, that these are all different geographically and culturally, different countries, different cultures. And there are 3-4 things which have come out as common. Now, first 2 things are related to their health and wellness practices. One is, I'll take example of Okinawa, Japan, small island, which was almost completely destroyed during the World War II. And now people live there 100-year plus. It has a record of longevity across the world. What is that which they have done? So their health and wellness, what they do, they eat from small vessels. They eat till they are 80% full. They're not overeating. So that is part of their culture. which they call Hara Hachibu. Then for wellness, they're always indulging in Tai Chi, which is a type of yoga they do some kind of moderate exercises every day, which is also a part of their daily life. So with this health and wellness, I think they're getting to live, which is a part of the success. Now the other part is their value system. Their family structure is very strong. They bond, they take care of each other. Their social structure is also very, very nicely gelled. So they meet people regularly, they talk, and they have a very good social culture. They take care of the environment. So these are all the things which is there not only in Okinawa, Japan, but also in rest of the 3 blue zones. So now with this, how we relate this with the NEP 2020? We are discussing NEP 2020 here. So if you have seen, apart from all these structural changes, the opportunity for higher education, the investment, the infrastructure, the technology, the NEP is talking about artificial intelligence and virtual reality, which is a great opportunity for students to learn with these things. But also NEP is talking about health and wellness as a skill, which every student should learn. It's mandatory. So like there are classes for your mathematics, science, or computer skills, when the curriculum framework comes, I'm sure the health and wellness classes will be there so that students know how to have your daily life to be fit, to relax in times of stress, like today's times, very stressful, COVID. None of us has seen these kind of things before in even more than 100 years. So it has created a lot of stress. You see prominent actors, very unfortunate events, lot of dispute is there, but he was a very successful actor and he was a very successful engineer, but the end was very unfortunate. So what we can do to prepare students so that they are able to handle the stress, they're able to handle the anger, they're able to manage the failures. Like Ajit sir was talking about Mr. Kalam's quote, and one of his favorite quote is that fail is your first attempt in learning. So fail is not that you have failed and things have ended. It does not end till the time you accept it. So fail is that now you learn from this experience and then you try again. There's nothing which cannot be achieved if you keep on trying. So these are the skills which we are trying to inculcate in students, and we have a vision to create a blue zone in every student so that he's prepared to handle future with value system, with health and with wellness skills, and they're ready to be successful in the 21st century. So I think we are running short of time. So that's it, and wish you all a good health, wellness, and progress for life. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Ajit sir. Very well explained about the blue zones. And the one that you said, I really liked it. Fail is that you learn from experience and we should try. We should never give up.
Yeah.
And you explained that health and NEP will explain about the health and wellness also, and health and wellness training will be there in classes, how to relax.
Yes.
It's very well explained, sir. Thanks a lot.